Okay, so this is going to be my Mcfarlane Dc Multiverse top 20 drops of 2025. Okay, so at the 20 spot, we got Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash, aka Professor Zoom. So yeah, this was a drop I've been waiting for a minute. I had seen a couple other Professor Zoom or Reverse Flashes, and I just wasn't feeling it. This one came with the 2-pack with the the Flashpoint Batman. So I had to get another Flashpoint Batman to get this, but I caught it on sale. Yeah, but this is the one I've been waiting for, man. This is just a clean, solid look. Not doing a whole bunch. It's classic, very simplistic. That's all I really need for this. But I do appreciate the new extra head sculpt where you can take his mask off and have the mask peeled back. But it's like everything they did with this. Obviously, they're still using like the regular Flash body mold, but it is what it is. But this is what I've been waiting for. And at the number 19 spot, Monarch. And again, simplicity with this one. Not a lot of bells and whistles, but for what you expect and what you're looking for in this figure, they nailed it. They really nailed it right here. They got some extra stuff on the wash. You know, they didn't go with that just a flat metal paint. You know, they gave it some character, you know, with that, and the scrapes and scratches on the armor, on his belt. Hell, they even got it on the crown and everything. So I really like what they did with it. They could have gave him some power effects. They didn't, but that doesn't really make or break the character necessarily. I'm still immensely happy with what they did. The articulation is decent. Not a lot going on. You're not really going to do a lot with this figure, but yeah, this was a good one. I like what they did with this as far as bringing this one to life, and this was another favorite of mine back in the day, so I definitely had to pick this one up. All right, number 18, we got Dr. Fate. And the only reason he's so far down the line on this one is they left a lot of money on the table with this. I feel like they left a lot of money on the table as far as the lack of effects. Now, design-wise, I love it. But they really skipped out on the effects, man. This is a character and a figure that should have had way more kind of special effects and magical, like, you know, just something to emphasize, you know, it's Dr. Fate. And the fact they skimped out on the accessories with this was just, ugh. That's why it's so far back on the list right now. But 17, we got Sandman, and yeah, this lived up to what I was wanting for this one. I've been waiting for this one for a minute, and I love what they did with this character. I mean, they could have gave him some smoke effects, some little gas effects. That's fine, but I'm not really expecting that for this figure. But what they did give us, it just looks so good, man. It's just the colors and everything. It's the wash they put on the coat. Looks dirty, look like it's been worn in, like the mask. It's just so retro. It gives you that pulp comic feel that I've been looking for, and this is perfect. Now, I would love to pose this with something like the Shadow or the Phantom or something like that, the Green Hornet. Yeah, this is what I've been waiting for this figure, and they nailed it. They nailed this Sandman. Obviously, it's a repaint from one of the Jokers, but I'm fine with that. It is what it is. This is on point. At the 16th spot, we got Wonder Woman. And this is the classic Wonder Woman from her first appearance, so a lot of people have been waiting for that. I know I have. So I definitely had to pick this one up. Now, the demerit I would give it, could have gave her some accessories. At least the very most vital accessory, the fact she doesn't have a lasso, which is wild, crazy. They didn't give her no kind of lasso. I don't understand how they opted not to do that. But whatever. Figure-wise, it's a great figure. Like, you know, she's a healthy gal. But it's a nice looking figure and everything. You really get that retro feel, and how they did with the hair and everything. It really speaks back to that old design. And it just looks good. It's a great design to it. You know, the skirt and everything. You probably could have used the soft goods one with that, but they opted for the plastic mold, and that's fine. They just should have given her a lasso. That's kind of weird, but yeah, we're good with that. This is still pretty nice. This is still pretty peak. 15th spot, we got the Batman Begins. This is by far, between the two, as far as Dark Knight and Batman Begins, this is my favorite design for that bat suit. I hate the Dark Knight design. I hate it. I can't stand it. But this one I had to have, and they nailed it. I mean, you really can't go wrong with this one. But they hit every mark that you kind of expect for that suit, from the movie to the figure, and they knocked it out the park. They did the skimp on the cape. We got the soft goods cape with the wire work, so you can definitely do some designs with that. This is just a great figure. Balance is good. Pose as well. I've already done some shots with it. So yeah, I'm not even mad at this one at all. It's very simplistic, all black. Got the gold accents with the belt. He has his grappling gun, so you know what you get with this one. But I love it. Yeah, this really hit the mark for me. This is what I needed. This is what I needed in my collections. And at the 14th spot, we have the Black Mask as Batman. This was so unnecessary. This was so unnecessary. Nobody asked for this. Nobody needed this, and it's so dope looking. This is so dope looking. I didn't think I would even be interested in this thing when I saw it. Like I said, it was so necessary. They got enough Batman. We know how they're going to do with Mcfarlane, and nobody asked for this. And here we are. This is pretty fly. It's a great alternate version of a Batman figure that you wouldn't see coming to have on display. It's so gothic and weird. Like, I can't even really describe why it works. I mean, obviously they're using the Dick Grayson Batman body mold, and just switched out the head with Black Mask skull. But yeah, it's a weird one. But man, this thing works. It really works visually, especially once you pose it up, take some shots with it. Yeah. Yeah, no complaints on this one. No notes, man. The number 13 spot, we got Mr. Freeze. I do that shit every time. We got Captain Cold. Yeah, this is one of my new faves right here. I am a Captain Cold fan. I mean, I'm not a crazy Captain Cold fan, but I like him. I rock with him a little bit. But yeah, what they did with this was a nice one. This was one of those surprise ones we always get every now and then. It's just surprised at how good it is once you get it in hand. And yeah, by far, they knocked this one out the park with this. If you're a Captain Cold fan, you definitely need this in your collection. I mean, my only two critiques really is the gun is a little bit gummy, kind of hard to get in the hand. And they should have gave him a holster where they should have opened up the holster that he has on his hip so you can put the gun away. But that's about it. But the fact you get the switch outs with the face sculpts and everything, that's great. So yeah, this is an all around great figure. This is all around great surprise figure for me of how much I liked it. Yeah, it poses well, photographs excellent. Yeah, I love this thing, honestly. And at the 12th spot, we had the David Corn Sweat theatrical version Superman. Another surprise. Yeah, this one, I honestly steer clear of most times, like the movie versions of figures and things like that. But the more I looked at this one, and then the soft goods came, the more I looked at it and I started seeing other people photograph with it, and I warmed up to it. But when I got it in hand, it just sold. I was absolutely sold once I got it in hand. I really like when I get figures, I'm kind of skeptical or kind of underrated. And when I get them in hand and they just blow me away, yeah, pose is great, photographs excellent. The only critique I have with that one is the extra face sculpt with the heat vision. I could have did without the whole burn marks. I mean, I understand it's from the movie in that moment, but they could have just gave you regular heat vision with that. But other than that, yeah, we're good. This was a good pickup. And I think I'm going to give it to the Grim Knight on this one because I've been wanting this one so bad. It looks better than the first drop of the Grim Knight, which I'm glad I didn't get now that I look at it, because this one has a better head sculpt to it. And I really like the colors, the color variations on this one. The other one was like, just straight up black, which I get it, it's a Grim Knight, whatever. But I like what they did with this updated version with the gray tones mixed in with the black. And even with the straps of the brown, it just kind of gives it an extra pop to it, which how they did with this thing. And yeah, I like it. I like this thing a lot, man. And the only critique I would have with this is with the backpack. I wish the guns could separate instead of just being kind of a pack on there, just kind of stuck together. You kind of take the pieces off of it. But other than that, yeah, no notes on that one. And finally got my hands on it. So yeah, I'm good. At the number 10 spot, we got the Batwing version 2. Now, off the breaks, the Batwing version 1, I get it. It's from the books. It was kind of ass. But this right here, man, clean, simplicity, but they rocked it. I'm trying not to say cooked because that's one of my other favorite TikTok people that I follow. That's his word. They cooked, but this one right here, man, they got busy with this one. They upgraded turbo ass design or basic design with it. The only thing I would have wished they would have did with this is they would have gave it the light up effect that they gave the Batman Patient Zero figure that came out a while ago where the emblem lit up. They should have gave that to this, But other than that, this is such a great update to a design that you kind of just would walk past. But this, yeah, this is the dope right here. At the number 9 spot, we got Kingdom Come Superman. Now, that feels wrong to have Kingdom Come Superman at number 9 spot, but it's the other ones before that that even put him in that place. But I still love this thing. I still love this figure a lot. I wish they would have went a little bit harder with the white temples on his head sculpt, because they done it on the Justice Lord Superman and the most recent one that's coming out from the Authority Superman. They went hard with the white. They went hard with the white temples, but for some reason they really didn't do that much with these temples. But I like what they did with it. It's a great body mold they've been using for a lot of figures lately. So yeah, I'm good with this. This Kingdom Come Superman. You gotta have that black S. That's one of my favorite designs on his emblem. Number 8 spot, and I guess it seems appropriate, we got Shazam, aka Captain Marvel, for those who know. So yeah, we got the Shazam figure, man, and yeah, another one. This is another banger right here. Again, was waiting for it for a minute. I saw the other Shazam figures, and it just wasn't doing it for me, especially the ones they were basing off the movie and everything. But this one, classic design with this one. And I've seen some other ones. I forgot the one brand that made the one that looks like the Kingdom Come one, which is out of here. It's out of here, crazy, perfect. But this is really dope with this. Only thing I would say, I wish they would have attached the cape instead of making that medallion kind of loose like that. I wish they would have attached it to the body mold, just made it stabilized. But I love it, man. You know, even with the shorter cape and the side of it. I always wondered why they went with the yellow and the gold mix, but it actually works. But I've seen some other people do some customizations where they made it all gold or all yellow and everything just matches. It shoots fantastic too. I love it. This is one of my favorites right here. Yeah. At the 7th spot, we got my man Guy Gardner. This was another must-have. Like, Green Lantern is by far one of my favorite mythologies. I love that whole crew. I already got Hal, already got Kyle, John. So this right here was an absolute. Yeah, and they did not skim. They did not miss at all on this one. And it's Guy Gardner. Got ties to Baltimore, so he is the only Green Lantern from Baltimore. So that makes it even more much of a must-have. So yeah, I love what they did with this thing, man. Like, they really nailed it, kept it to the classic look of it. They even didn't try to bother even trying to scale him down with his jacket and kind of sculpt him. No, they kept the jacket still kind of bulky to how he looks. Now, they gave him the bowl cut, which I'm not really a fan of, but I get it. That's how it is. That's the classic look of it. For me, I like the updated version with the haircut, with the crew cut. Yeah, they nailed this one. They nailed this one. Even the finger point option for the hand just screams Guy Gardner so much. Yeah, this is top notch. And coming up at the 6th spot, we got the Silver Age Superman. I know that's blasphemous. I feel wrong even putting him in that spot. Trust me, I wrestled with that one. But that's why I had to put him at. With that being said, this is one of my favorites. Don't sleep. This is a great figure, man. Everybody loves it. We rock with it. It was kind of hard to put at number 6. But nonetheless, it's one of my favorite designs. This is the Superman I visualized when I was a kid, other than Christopher Reeve, of course. But this is the one that was on my lunchbox on the Superman peanut butter. So when I saw that image, when I see this image, that's right where it takes me. And they nailed it. They rocked this one, of course. They rocked this one as well. Head sculpt and even the details that they even went to the extent of putting the blue highlights in his hair that he used to have back in the day. Yeah, no notes on this one. I mean, it's number 6, but no notes on this one. And then number 5, we got the Max Fleischer Superman. Now, I went back and forth with that Silver Age and the Max Fleischer one about who's going to get that 6 or 5 spot. It's just something about this Max Fleischer design, man. I don't know. It's just something about it always kind of resonated with me. I mean, obviously they're still using that same body buck from the Silver Age one and on a number of the Superman figures, so that's fine. But it's just something about this Max Fleischer one. It just always spoke to me. I've always loved that deconstructed S, that real retro look with the black background, the gold trim. It works. And even the head sculpt really touches to like that classic look from the Fleischer cartoons and everything with the squinty eyes and all that. And even the muted reds, man, it just works for me, man. That was a hard one to pick between those two. But yeah, that's at the number 5 spot. That retro, it's just chef's kiss. It's just chef's kiss right there. Next at number 4, we got the Hot Girl Platinum Chase version. Now, I posted a video a while ago about how I looked up. I sent off for the regular version, and they sent me the Platinum Chase version. Yes. No notes on this one. I keep saying no notes, but I got a little note. It's a small note. She can be a little top heavy because of the wings. That may make it kind of hard to pose her, but other than that, that's it, man. This is what I wanted. This is the one I really wanted so bad, and the fact that I looked up and got it, expecting the other one to come, just makes it even that much better of a get for the 2025 season. The other thing they probably could have added to, they could have gave it like some electrical effects around the mace, but that's not a big thing. Just a minor observation. I was cheating so hard when I got this, and I love this figure, man. Yeah. Holding down the 3 spot is my man Icon. Look, we don't get too many figures from the Milestone universe, so anytime I get a chance to get one, I'm going to big it up, and that's what we got here with Icon. Now, I did get my hands on the other version with the updated suit. I think what's the Platinum Chase version, whatever. The updated suit colors, the lighter skin brother, whatever. But as far as just classic, even though it's not the classic suit from the Icon, but close enough as far as the color scheme, as far as his look and everything, this was it. This was it, man. And again, this is from Milestone Comics, so I had to represent. I had to get my hands on this, and I got my static coming in a couple of days, so I can't wait to get my hands on that as well. But yeah, this Icon, yeah, even though they use a different type of material with his cape, it's a little bit more sheeny. It works. It kind of works with him, so I don't mind it. At first, I was kind of iffy about it, but I don't mind it. And the wire work again with the capes, you can do so much with it, make them look real dynamic and dope. This was, yeah, they rocked out with this one, man. I'm so happy to have this. Just to know, for the culture and everything like this, and as a comic fan, I had to have this. Locking down the number 2 spot, we got Deathstroke the Terminator. Baby, this is the one we've been waiting for. This is just peak classic, no frills Deathstroke, and they nailed this one. They knocked this one out the park, top to bottom. The only critique I think I had with that is I wish they would have gave him something on the back to store his weapons, and maybe gave him a bow staff and at least a sword. That's it. And that's minor stuff. You know, I got bow staffs from other figures, but other than that, this thing is just, again, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss on this, man. They did not miss. This is Deathstroke any Deathstroke collector or fan has been waiting for it. We finally got it. And holding down the number 1 spot is Cyborg Superman. Yeah, I have been waiting to get my hands on a Cyborg Superman for so long. And it was to the point where I was going to buy the effects one, but them prices are real wild out there for my effects. But I was waiting for a good Cyborg Superman. I got the other Cyborg Superman from the new 52 version, which both of those are dope. But this right here, this is what I was waiting for. And they finally gave it to us, and by God, like the sculpting, like the quality of it, the paint application, you know, the sculpting of the mechanical parts, even the sculpting of the Superman's S. The only thing they probably missed on was adding like the little darker side to the S on the side of his mechanical part, like it is in the book. That's a minor thing. I've seen some people actually do that. They know how to customize. I'm not messing with mine like that. I'm gonna screw something up. It's just so dope, man. Like, I love looking at this thing. Yeah, this is peak. Like, when I say they peak, this is peak right here. All right, and that is it for my Mcfarlane DC Multiverse Top 20 of 2025. Peace.